I'm a little confused on that. I have to ask Patrick to clarify that.
I imagine you didn't hear the quote when it was said. Owen said it was in the shower.
It was what?
In the shower is when Patrick said that. I don't know. Yeah.
We all know Patrick's a goofball.
Okay.
Just leave it at that.
Another game where you guys bounce back, trail a little bit. What does that say about your team, and how did you guys make that happen?
Well, it seems like we're either up or down. It'd be nice to get a lead and keep it. But I think we all recognize, like, this league, it's kind of what it is. Everybody's good. I say that all the time, but everybody has players. Everybody's got a coach that's really good. I mean, they run stuff. And they challenge you. They challenge you to think, and they challenge you to make plays. And you got to be able to stay the course. I mean, it didn't look good. They're draining threes early and 12, 14, something like that. And, that thing can go to 25 quickly with this team. And we kept it manageable. I thought the crowd was great. And they really helped us in that stretch in particular. So we go in down 3, and the start of the second half we were really good. I was really impressed. And I was really proud of Tony Perkins in particular. Never a good start to the game. Put Brock in. Brock was great. And Tony took the second half over. So not that I'm surprised. That's who he is.
Like you said, they were hitting everything.
Yeah.
But you guys really did.
Chad, we were late.
That's
like we were late on our double teams. We were late on our rotations. They were open. Okay, yeah, they were hitting them. You just can't hope that a team like Wisconsin is going to miss. At some point, you got to make them miss. You got to be in the vicinity. You got to be challenging, chase them inside the line, contest, and we did that in the second half.
Owen, I mean, we're talking about how great he is every single one of these. 20, 12, 6, and 4.
Yeah.
So what did you see from him this afternoon?
Well, I've been saying, from the beginning, that the thing that makes him unique is he has a bag, and a lot of times you don't expect that from your 6'10" center. And I've been encouraging him all year to be that guy and to attack in the open floor. Spin, shot fake, rip and drive, shot fake, hip to hip. I think the next phase of his game will be he'll be shooting, pull-up jumpers out of that. I mean, you see his free throw, his stroke is good, and I'm going to give him the green light to shoot the ball. So. But again, like you said, his ability to affect the game at both ends is what makes a big difference. That's how we won. He's blocking shots, he's rebounding the ball, starting our break, giving others an opportunity to make plays. And he did it today, staying out of foul trouble. So he's learning.
His stamina seems, he's a big guy, but he plays all these minutes, and he's been playing these minutes.
Well, that's grown. He was struggling with that earlier. He was getting gassed, and part of the reason why he was in foul trouble. And so he recognizes we need you on the floor. We want you on the floor. I don't want to take you out because you have 2 fouls or 3 fouls or 4 fouls. But a lot of times, he'll just be resting, and the guy will duck in on him. Then he pushes the guy, and the next thing you know, he's sitting next to me. So that's all part of it. Learning how to defend, without fouling, stay on the floor. Then you get your rest, the media timeouts, if there's a timeout, if there's a free throw. And obviously, he makes a great impact when he's out there for everybody.
5 of the 10 guys that played for you today are underclassmen. 4 of those were freshmen. How does that make you feel about the future of the program, knowing that you're getting that out of those young guys?
Well, I think from the beginning, I felt comfortable with those guys. There's some stretches where I didn't play them as much. We kind of went with our veteran guys, and I really don't want to do that necessarily. I want to play all those young guys. You see what Brock's capable of, and I think Price is really making great strides. Lodgy was really good today in stretches. I felt bad I didn't give DeSante a shot today. I want those other guys, but I feel good about our young guys and our guys that are returning and our guys that are coming in.
Fran, Josh Dix just strikes me as a guy with an NBA level IQ already, just good floor game, hit some big mid-range, but it just seems like he's always in control and really doesn't press, and I think that really helped the offense today. I guess could you kind of elaborate on him?
Well, the other thing is, he's our best defender. Mm-hmm. So, AJ Storr is a handful. That guy, he's certainly one of the best players in our league, but, you know, the numbers he's putting up, you know, he's one of the best players in the country. So, you put Josh on him. He's a little bigger than Josh, but Josh was able to hold his ground and then come down and obviously impact the game tremendously on offense. So, you know, he's special. I've said that all along, and he's proven it.
What is it about Tony? He talked about halftime. He told the guys, you know, it's on me. I'm going to come out stronger. And then he delivers for you in the clutch. What is it
Well, that's
about
character.
him?
You know, a lot of guys, you know, coach takes them out. You know, they're not playing well, and they pout and they complain and they start whining on the bench and try to get other people to agree with them. And you know what? He said, it's on me. That's character. You know, he's a guy that I knew exactly what he would do because I know him. I know who he is and what makes him tick. He was angrier at himself than I was. So, let's give him credit. I'm really happy for him because, you know, when you start out like that and finish like that, it's a tremendous feeling as a competitor.
Fran, it seems like the culture of this team, you know, when you guys, whether you guys are down 20, up 20, you guys get after each other, but it just seems like there's such a unique chemistry with this group, and that's really kind of helped you guys stay
There
the
is, and
course.
I think that's improving, and they're coming together. You know, we've said all along, it's a different team. It's a team that didn't have an established leader at the start. You know, we call that time out, and Patrick runs up to me, and we put that play in yesterday that we ran for Tony's.
The emotion displayed by
You
your
gotta run
player.
that play, you know, and so we diagram it, they ran it. Sorry, Mike, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I'm sorry too.
Oh my God, Mike.
The emotion that your players and even your assistant coaches showed after the game was beyond normal, I thought. Was there more to it than just the win? I mean,
Well, we lost a couple tough ones. You know, the other night was tough. We were leading most of the game, and then we lost it. You know, same thing at Indiana. We took the lead, and you know, so that's hard in this league. Every game is so difficult. You know, it's a ranked opponent. You know, we have a huge crowd, and they were awesome. And we got home at 3 a.m. the other night. You know, and then didn't have a whole lot of time to get ready for this. Now we've already played them, so it's not that big a deal. But you know, you have to show some toughness. You know, with little sleep and then one day of practice to get ready for these guys, and they present a lot of challenges. I mean, there are two big guys inside or a handful. Chucky's really tough. Storr, like I said, he's one of the best in the country. They got multiple shooters, Klesmit, Nasija, Blackwell. They got a really good team.
At the end of regulation, Tony missed a shot that could have won it. Then at the end of course, overtime, you set it up for him. What did you like that he was able to drive and get the layup?
Yeah, you know, I wanted him to, he did the same thing at the end of regulation, and I thought he would draw a foul. He thought he was fouled. I think, considering how the game was being called, I think it could have been a foul, but they don't call it. You know, I get it. It's like, you know what? We're not going to put you on the free throw line with 1 second. You got to go make the basket. I get that. So I didn't complain about it. Tony didn't complain about it. But coming back, we wanted to run something specific, and it worked.
Last question. Can't remember who specifically said it, but a couple weeks ago, someone said that when everyone's clicking offensively, you guys can compete with anybody, and you guys showed that tonight. 4 players or 17 points. Can you just talk about the offensive perspective?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of different guys. You know, we have a lot of weapons offensively. You know, for us, it's going to be defense and rebounding. You know, you look at the rebounding numbers. You know, the fact that we out-rebounded them. Crowell and Wall had 2 offensive rebounds. That's rare. That's a credit to our guys that were playing them, and it wasn't just Ben and Owen. It was Lodgy. You know, it was Evan for the Mets. It was our wing. It was Peyton Sanford. You got to rebound the ball against this team. If you give them second, third shot opportunities, you got problems. So really proud of them.